All right, Donald Kendal again with Stopping Socialism TV, joined as always by Justin Haskins. Justin, this thing that I wanted to do, talking about the Socialism Convention, the Democratic Socialists of America National Convention, 2019. People that have kind of followed this, they'll know that this is kind of an old clip. I think it's almost a year old at this point. But it's just too fun, and we never talked about this. So I want to get us down on the record responding to this, ridiculing it, making fun of it, and hopefully you don't disagree with this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the reason why it's important for us to ridicule these people endlessly is because they are so terrible in so many ways. Yeah. But what I want people to take away from this right from the start is I want you to imagine a world where these people are in charge of everything.
That's right.
That's your goal when you watch this video. They're in charge of everything. And ask yourself, do you want these people in charge of everything? And in fair, just a word of warning, we have not sat through and watched this whole thing.
No, this is
but we know we don't even have to, because we know these people. We know there's gold embedded throughout this.
Well, yeah, to be fair, I have seen some isolated clips.
We've seen isolated clips, but we've never sat and watched the whole thing. So 95% of this we've never seen before.
Yeah. I will say right off the bat, that guy on the right of this shot looks like he's just peering into my soul. Like I'm a little nervous.
He is. He could sense that there's like capitalists watching. And so he's like, yeah. He's going to destroy you with his gaze.
Right.
And then let me consult the people who are counting. So everyone who is not a counter, take a seat. Take a seat. Everyone on the walls, take a seat so that we can count.
You know what? She comes off as authoritarian right off the bat.
She does. She really does.
When there's so many people moving around, it's very difficult to count.
Quick point of privilege. Quick point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Guys, first of all, James Jackson, Sacramento, he, him. I just want to say, can we please keep the chatter to a minimum? I'm one of the people who's very, very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making it very difficult for me to focus. Please, can we just, I know we're all fresh and ready to go, but can we please just keep the chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus.
That's right. He suffers from a rare condition where he's distracted by noises.
And he decided it'd be a good idea to go to a convention. That's smart. Yeah.
Also, notice in the crowd, when people say stuff that they agree with, you don't see applause. They shake their hands like this.
Are you serious?
I swear. Yeah, look, just watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see it right happen?
Okay. Is there a
thanks, comrade?
Against name, chapter, pronoun?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
Okay.
We have a lot of disabled comrades.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of those are invisible disability. First of all, in this room, I see that no one's clapping for me. It could be because I'm not engaging, but it also is because everyone's doing this.
There you go.
That's really important, because those loud bursts of noise, even though this is a noisy space, when we can do something like reducing that, that's really important. So please don't clap, shoot up these. And additionally with the noise issue,
I can't wait till that's a law.
Avoid hissing, avoid waving banners, right?
Hissing.
If you don't know what to do, show up these, right? I'm sure there's lots of ways that we can communicate to each other without needing to rely on something that's going to hurt.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. We can't talk. We can't whisper. We can't clap.
No.
This is the world they're building for us. This is their utopian world.
Well, it reminds me of the video that we did with kind of the Bill of Rights in the Soviet Union, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, you have all of these rights with a giant asterisk, and that asterisk, as long as it's not detrimental to the collective,
Right. So if clapping is detrimental to the collective, then I guess that goes too.
We're having a convention. We're having a convention where everyone can get their voices out there, except for you can't clap. You don't wave a sign. Don't hiss or anything like that. You can just shake your hands.
We have quiet rooms that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? On 7, there's one that has video but no sound. If you still want to be able to observe the convention, but the sound is an issue. There's also on Piedmont 8, a completely quiet room. One thing to note there, please don't go into that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right?
That rules out half of the people in the audience right there. I'm pretty sure that half of them have an aggressive scent.
Because that's going to be difficult for people. Don't talk to cops. Don't talk to MAGA assholes. We're almost there.
Well, all those people shouted. Could you believe that? Oh my gosh.
But well, that's why he's trying to redirect their happiness.
But thank you.
Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him.
He's back.
I have already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload.
Oh my
and that
God.
goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety. Like, the be comradely isn't just for like, let's keep things civil or whatever. It's so that people aren't going to get triggered and so that it doesn't affect their performance as a delegate, okay?
After that.
I hope he's not on my community council team when socialism rolls through. He seems like a hard ass, man. I'm worried.
We're going to go through adopting the rules. So with that,
Oh my
everyone,
gosh,
we're
what a
going to start
miserable
voting.
experience.
So let's take a deep breath.
We're voting on pointless
Great.
resolutions,
so I'm
folks.
going to welcome Brian to give the credentials report.
We're like 6 hours into their convention. They haven't even been able to like vote on like raising their hands or like how to take questions properly.
This is unbelievable.
Hi, everybody. Brian Laverne, he, him from Houston.
And now we're going to move on to the resolutions and
Very
amendments
brief.
committee.
Oh no.
Very brief point of information. If you are using a microphone, talk into it directly like I am right now, and do not wave your face back and forth because people cannot hear you. That is all.
Okay.
Is that
Awesome. Thank you for the
mansplaining? That
point.
seems like mansplaining.
Yeah, that is
to me.
mansplaining.
Point of personal
Someone
privilege? No mansplaining.
Learn how to talk into a microphone. All right, thank you. He, him, in case you're
Just
wondering.
run a mic to the comrade in the jean jacket.
Oh, I love how they call themselves comrades. That's the best.
Run it to the comrade in the jean jacket. Again, that's like half of the audience.
Which there are many.
Oh, there you go. They all know it.
That's so great.
I'm sorry, could we? Thank you. We are debating the amendment to the committee report, and that amendment is to swap 6 of the the amendment is to take 6 different delegates to recognize 6 different delegates from East Bay from what the committee report says. Great.
Oh god.
Could you get to the mic,
Oh
please?
god.
So point of clarification in that the chair gave a report. There was a verbal second from the audience on the report of which was given. And then there was a motion for an amendment to that. What are we actually talking about at this point? And then what is the vote going to be?
Thank you.
We need to be very clear about what we're trying to do. It is important.
So in voting, yes, are we voting?
In other words, we don't know what we're voting on.
How many people are like sitting in here? Obviously, these are like some of the most diehard Democratic Socialists, right? They all stream here for this convention 2019. How many of them just lost their faith in socialism while sitting in one of these chairs? Like, seriously.
This is unbelievable.
There's
These
like-
people, this is unreal.
They're like
You're right.
6 hours into like the rules of they don't even know what they're talking about. And the guy's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Just bye. I'm a capitalist now.
Voting yes
Upholds the delegates.
No. So voting yes means that you want the substitute 6 delegates to be seated instead of the delegation that is outlined in the credentials committee report.
Oh my gosh.
Does that make sense?
No.
No.
So if you agree with what the report recommended, then you should. I'm just asking. I'm trying to understand what.
Voting yes means that you are supporting the challenge
gold,
to the
man.
East Bay delegation.
Point of privilege.
Can I reiterate that we, for the sake of our comrades who have sensory issues,
Oh my
refrain
gosh.
from hissing, loudly shouting out your opinion on a vote, or waving banners and signs that reflect your vote in front of people?
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so
Wow.
now,
Like clearly their biggest problem is
This-
sensory overload.
This seriously, this video, whoever put this video together has done more for the free market movement than anyone who has ever lived. It's
Whoever
like,
put this conference together. I mean, oh my
you're right.
God.
You're right. It's like George Washington and then the people who made this conference, like number one, number two,
Yeah.
totally different intentions, but absolutely the same effect.
Yeah. Wait,
Like just show this. This should be the video. This should be the video that we sit everybody down and we just say, all right, everybody, you don't have to listen to us. Don't believe a word we're saying. These are the people.
Yeah.
They want to run everything. What do you think?
You've got smartphones on one side, or the other option is, and then you just hit play on this video. And let me just say that,
Yeah.
like, this is not parody. Like, this isn't a joke. This isn't some
real.
SNL skit or something done by the Babylon Bee or anything. This is real. This is real.
This is all
is
too real.
there any further debate on the Credentials Committee report?
Oh my gosh.
Point of
Hold
order.
on, point of order.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Thank you. So
Sorry, what's your name and
my
your...
name is Trey. I use they, them, and he, him pronouns.
Wait, you can't use both. Even I know that.
Thank you for asking. Nice to meet you. Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
I had a question.
Oh my gosh.
So Nick, Jack, what is his name? Or what is their name? Nick J. They were elected as an at-large delegate before they resigned. Is that correct?
This is a nightmare.
Okay, then never mind.
Now...
Oh, I'm so glad that you interjected to talk about that.
we are going to...
Point of information. Could
Oh,
you please let us know how many delegates there are?
This is miserable. This is absolutely miserable. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit
The
here.
laptop, or you can go use one of the iPads that we have ready.
Thank you, Chair. Nick, he, him, his from Twin Cities. This is on behalf of a delegate who's currently in the remote room. They say that it is very hard to see the screens and cannot get a URL.
Rebecca, are you ready to share what's going on?
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
pretty
gosh.
Looks like the
we
remote
hit
room thing
the
isn't working out.
overbid
That's too
server
bad.
Yeah.
Too hard, and I'm gonna go call Jeff.
A point of information then?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm old school, folks, and it's probably some technical problem that we can't solve. So my point of information is really a question. Is it possible that we do this the old-fashioned way and have the yeses on one side of the room and noes on the other? Would that be possible for the chair to do?
How about all the people that are, they can't move? That's so ableist.
I would suggest not doing that because there's going to be a little bit too much motion. We're going to take a hand.
This is
count
absurd.
right now.
This
and
is
hopefully
absurd.
This online voting
All right,
system will...
let me know when you're spent on this, Justin. If you want to wrap this up, just let me know.
Look, this is the problem. This is the problem. America needs to know. They need to know. America, we need to know.
Counter has gone around and confirmed, like nodded at you or something.
And the delegate who brought clickers.
You can lower your hand. But only when the person who's like counting has like verbally or confirmed with their body language that they've counted your vote.
I want to know. I want to know where she is right now, a year later. Like, I think,
too.
Like, my theory that some of these people have just lost their faith.
You know what? Me too. I get the very strong vibe from this woman running things
Right.
that at the end of this,
She's done. She's done.
She's done. She's had it.
Point
She's
of
like,
personal privilege, please.
oh, there's a lot of hissing
Yes,
right now.
what's your personal privilege?
Hi. So I know that this is kind of annoying. I know it's taking a while, but we want this to be done right. We are a democratic organization. We want to do this right. I myself
That's the
watched some of
problem,
the counters
guys.
not count some of the votes.
Oh, no. We got to recount.
And it may have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Maybe we need
God.
to do this a different way.
There's voter fraud. There's voter fraud at the DSA convention.
This is headline stuff.
By a vote All the counting has happened by a vote of 523 to 443. That passes. And so we will.
Hey.
We could respect
Yeah,
our
sensory
comrades.
overload. Come
I'm rising
on.
to speak against this amendment to the rules as it would inhibit the democracy that is inherent to our organization.
Oh, so they voted out democracy, some democratic
that has
element?
been wasted in this body was not wasted on debate. It was wasted in vote after vote after vote and voting on whether we're going to vote on voting. It is ridiculous. This resolution would not save us any time.
That guy, that's another one who lost his faith. He's done. He's done. He's walking away.
We're raising our placards. When we transition between the votes, we slow down a little bit because it's starting to get confusing for people.
Totally.
You.
Yep.
But what
it would have to be after the.
Sorry, that's a point of debate. That's not actually.
Well, no, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
No, that's out of order.
Doesn't make
Sorry,
any sense.
we've ended debate.
They have not talked about one thing regarding democratic socialism.
Okay, so now we're going to vote.
I have a question. A point of order.
So voting yes would be to make it. Hold on, could I just get through my sentence, please?
Oh,
so all those in favor of.
You know what we need? We need like a line Gestapo.
Yeah, yeah. We need a line czar.
We already said that that's July 2018. Okay, so
what happens if there's conflicting amendments? So I feel like we don't know is not an acceptable answer, but that's a point of debate. I know.
Yeah, that's a point of debate.
Oh,
okay, all those in favor
Point of inquiry?
Yeah, what's your point of inquiry?
As it stands, this is Daniel Ray from Piedmont.
She's at it.
As it stands
She
right now,
had it.
can we make amendments to resolutions
No.
and constitutional
No.
bylaws? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
She didn't even hear the whole question. Nope.
By now, one of those sensory overload rooms has been converted into a gulag. I'm
So
pretty
all
sure.
those in favor of adopting the convention rules, please raise your placards.
This is just the rules.
All those opposed. That passes. We now have convention rules.
All right.
Stop
And
cheering.
they're like, and that will do it for our convention this year.
Okay, awesome. And now we are going to move into.
Oh God.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we are a bit behind schedule.
Yeah, I bet you are.
That's it. That's it.
That is perfect. That is so perfect. What a treasure. What a treasure the DSA is. They just
that was amazing.
Look, it really was. It really was great. That was fantastic. I mean, it showed we had so much. We had outrage.
Yeah.
We had anger. We had bureaucracy. We had incompetence.
Absolutely.
We saw with our own eyes why direct democracy is a terrible idea. Shouldn't have that. That's a bad idea.
Well, direct democracy
fantastic.
on everything. It was everything.
They couldn't even agree on the rules.
They couldn't figure out how to count the
votes on the votes. They couldn't get people to even be organized enough so that they could count them. They couldn't clap. They couldn't talk. They had points. They had like one point of order after another. They weren't allowed to debate after. They were voting on things they didn't even know what they were. I mean, this was
it's really revealing. Like honestly, we could probably do like a thesis paper on this and just be like, well, that explains, like just think about it. This conference was probably like a couple of days, maybe a week. I doubt it, but probably a couple of days, like a weekend or something.
Right.
That lady, and I don't know how long this little clip show spanned. It seemed like hours. It had to have been hours. And we saw how frustrated she got over the span of just those few hours. Just imagine if she's in control of the entire society, the entire economy, and she's having to deal with all of this constantly. It's no wonder that like people turn into Stalin.
Yeah. Right. How can you blame them with all these people complaining, whining? All like they had to completely alter the way they conducted business at this organization because there were a very small fraction of people complaining about noise and sensory overload. It showed beyond any shadow of a doubt. How when you're in school, I'm sure a lot of the people who are listening or watching have heard the prison, I think it's Stanford, right? The Stanford prison experiment, where they essentially create a sort of a fake prison, and they put guards in charge of prisoners, who are just
they
regular
randomly
people.
select like half of the participants are the guards, half of them are the prisoners.
Right.
Go ahead.
Exactly. And so the reason it's famous is because it's supposed to tell us reveal something about human nature, that when you put these ordinary good people in positions of absolute power, they abuse their power, essentially, is what the experiment shows. But it's widely regarded as this very insightful sort of thing. Well, this is a way better experiment. This is way better. This is real life. We have hours and hours of footage of it. This is proof that socialism doesn't work. I don't need anything else. Right. I don't need anything else. Just show them this. These are the most devoted Marxists in America, essentially, and they are completely incapable of even organizing themselves.
It's
amazing. It's amazing. It's the best thing. It's the best thing that could have happened. It really is.
This started off when we were going to record this segment. It was kind of just like, oh yeah, we'll do a fun little reaction video to this. I didn't know that it was going to turn out to be this revealing of just like the inherent problems with socialism. It's pretty great. This is a fantastic video, but
it's fantastic.
We're already 20 plus minutes here. So is there any last words you want to say about this before we kind of sign off for this segment?
I can't wait. I want to go. I want to go so badly.
No kidding.
I want to go so badly. It would be so much fun. We have to find a way to go. We've got to do it.
And we're going to create a revolutionary group inside of the DSA that tries to we're going to our goal is to have them do a coup and take over, throw her off the podium, and instead do our own rules where we allow clapping. We're going to be the pro clap party.
Point of personal privilege. I have limited hand movement.
Yeah.
And so I can't do this. So I want to hiss instead. I demand to hiss.
Point of personal privilege. I'm going deaf, so I need you guys to speak up. Be louder. Thank you. All right, everybody. If you like this video and want to see more, you could check out more of our videos at Stopping Socialism TV on YouTube. You could also find a lot of our content we posted on Facebook at Stopping Socialism. We also have the website, stoppingsocialism.com. We also have an Instagram account, a Parler account, and a Socialist Twitter account. So you can find us on pretty much all of the different social media with our content. Justin, where can the people find you?
At Justin T. Haskins on Facebook and Socialist Twitter.
Thank you all. We'll talk to you next time.